in, everybody. Come on in. Come on in, everybody. Testing, testing. And let me know if you can hear everything well. So let me know in the chat as you come in if you can hear the piano and my voice well. Uh, 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 All right. We'll give everybody just a couple more moments to come on in and we're going to get started. We have an exciting lesson for you all today. And this is something I've been wanting to teach for maybe, I don't know, actually, maybe a couple of years. So I'm excited to share it with you. So we give everybody a couple more moments to come on in. Okay, hey Boston, how's it going? Daquan! What's going on, Daquan? Glad you can make it in the room. Cephas, how are you? Hey Moses. Keith! Glad to see you made it in. Jay Piano, how's it going? Alright, got this key. Hey Rob from Miami. Wow. Or at least watching in Miami. Hey Sheila Zakat. Yeah. Hey Enrico. Hey Lawrence, how are you? Well, keep watching, keep pushing. What's going on, Komaribi? All right. Well, it's 9:36, so we're gonna go ahead and get started, and hopefully everybody else will come on in after a while, as they say where I'm from. All right. So thank you all so much. I'm gonna make sure I've spoken to everybody. Let's see, safe retirement, Steve, Corpus Christi. Thanks for being on, Steve. All right. Well, hello, musicians. My name is Corey Taylor from SkilledMusician.com, where we are helping musicians improve. So thank y'all so much for checking out this video if you're watching later. But if you're on the live stream, thank you so much for being part of the live stream. It's always fun to have you here. And so today I want to do something a little different. As you saw from the title, I want to talk about playing drum rhythms on piano. So that's kind of a weird deal. But let's have some fun. So let's not waste any more time. Let's get started. All right, so many of you all might not know, but I started playing piano and drums at the same time. Now, not drums like drum set. I started playing like marching band, percussion, drums like concert band and all that. As a matter of fact, I did it all the way up through, I even marched at Clemson University in the marching band, and I was hardcore into marching band. I love marching band. So I marched snare drum, and I was a guy, you know. So that was me. So one thing that's always been part of my life is drum rudiments and these rhythms, right? And so coming to piano, I've kind of naturally used some of these rhythms in my piano playing, and I haven't really, it goes unnoticed, you know, you don't focus on it, but it's something that's there. And so I want to share, let's say, 4 rhythms with you, okay? So let's jump right into the first one. All right, so the first rhythm is the single stroke roll. Now I know that sounds kind of confusing, but it's really, really easy, really, really simple. It's simply right, left, right, left, right, left. So if I was playing the drums, I go cha cha ta 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 ta, and just get faster and faster and faster doing that. So the single stroke roll, simply right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left. All right. And so, how do we make this rhythm work on piano? Well, I'm kind of take that same approach and go right, left, right, left. So I'm going to pick whatever my chord is, and I'm going to go right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left. So let me do a groove and kind of demonstrate this. So let's do this. We're going to be in the key of B flat. So we're in the key of B flat, and I'm going to do this groove. So it's going to go B flat, then A flat, and then E flat. That's the groove. It's like. All right, and so playing it like that is perfectly fine, you know. So that's perfectly fine to do. But let's add this single stroke roll to these rhythms. Ba, ba, da, ba, da. Let's add this in there. And so I'm going to do it on the A flat and the E flat. So I'm going to keep the B flat normal, I think. And I'm just going to do it on the A flat and E flat. So here we go. Watch this. I'm going to play it normal first. Here we go. Here it is. All right, did you catch it? Were you able to hear it? Let me do it slower, and I'll play it a little bit. I'll play it slower. So here it is. Do you see it? All right. Now speed it up so you can hear it. And so what it does is it adds more to the rhythmic foundation. I talked about a couple months ago about rhythmic modes and kind of the underlying rhythmic value. And so on this, you could state the underlying rhythmic value as like bop 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 bop, or bop. So when I go to that single stroke roll, it's simply adding to the rhythmic value. So so how am I doing that? Can y'all catch that? So when I go to this A flat, here's my A flat chord. So it's an A flat 7, add 9. No, I don't have 9. I'm not gonna do 9. So just add 13. So just A flat 7, add 13. Right? Yeah, I don't have the 9 in here. So A flat 9, add 13. A flat 7, add 13. And so I have the A flat and G flat in my left hand and the C, F, A flat in my right hand. So I'm just gonna go, you see? And then on my E flat, I'm gonna do E flat triad, and I do E flat and D flat in my left hand. So, or I might invert it up, do it like this. So, now one thing I'm doing that's really subtle is I'm not playing everything the same volume, right? So listen to what notes do you think are the most, or what beats are the loudest? Here we go. All right, so in this case, my right hand is loudest. And so on the bop, 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 bop. And remember I talked about how there's the underlying rhythmic mode of this song. If this little groove is bop, 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 or you can treat it as bop, dip, ba, da, ba, da, ba. But really, it's really bop, 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 bop. So as long as I have that bop, 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 right? So now, all the other stuff, I want to make it softer. So if I play it like this, that doesn't sound so great, right? And so, yeah, let me do another one. Let's do a different example. So here we go. Let's do a churchy one. That was kind of churchy there, but let's go like, let's do a different key. Let's move up and let's go for it. Go to E flat. All right. So see. All right, so at some point, I'm going to add this, I'm going to add a feel. And here's how my feel is going to go. It's going to go like this. So, right, so that's the feel. I'm going to do it with my right hand. So this time, I'm not so much playing a chord. I'm doing a feel in my right hand. And in my left hand, I'm gonna just stay on this E flat and D flat, so like the E flat 7. So let's try it. So here it is. Ooh. Yeah. I'm going to a different chord. So again, or sorry. All right. So does that make sense to everybody? Single stroke. All right. All right. So that's that one. Let's move on to the next one. All right, so we're going to go to the double stroke roll. Now, the double stroke roll is very similar to the single stroke roll, but it's doubling. So you're going to go to right, right, left, left, right, right, left, left kind of deal. Right, right, left, left. All right, so let's go to a different key. Let's go to G. All right, let's go to G. Let's do that. And I'm gonna do like a bluesy thing. But everything's kind of sounding like church today. So I'm gonna kind of do a feel, and normally I would use both ends, to do this feel. I'm gonna do double up. All right, so let's see what happens, and so hopefully you can get the picture. So, woo. Here's the feel. So I'm doing two. I'm just playing random chords, but I'm doing 2 at a time in each hand. Let me see if I can make that sound better. All right. For anybody, this is a quick trivia. Can anybody tell me what this rhythm is that I'm playing, though? So. All right. So does that make sense? Doing 2 at a time. All right. There's some other places we use it, and I'll maybe introduce some more in the next segment. But the general idea is this is a double stroke roll, so we're doing 2 at a time. Bop, bop, and then bop, bop. All right. All right. 2 rights, right, right, and then left, left. Okay. All right. Let's see. All right. I want to keep moving. All right. So let's go on to the next one. Okay, so this next one is the paradiddle, or sometimes called single paradiddle. Okay, so this paradiddle idea, and tell you what, let me put up a graphic on the screen so you can see it. So there it is, single paradiddle. All right, so it goes like this: right, left, right, and then left, right, left, left. All right, so right, left, right, left, left. And actually, that's a popular dance from years ago. Right, left, right, left, left. Or like right, left, right, left. I'm not a dancer, as you can tell, but the point is we do this all the time. All right, so we're going right, left, right, left, left. Okay, all right. So how am I going to demonstrate this? Let's do a shout of some sort. Oh. And before I get further, I asked a question in the last segment. And what that was I was doing like 3/2. So it's like a hemiola. All right. So let's continue on. Paradiddle. So right, left, right, left, left. All right. And we're going to do it. I'm going to do a shout in the key of D. All right. So I'm going to do it slow first because I want you to catch it, and then I'm going to speed it up. All right. So let's do it slowly first. So I'm gonna. I haven't started yet. Here, I'm coming, getting ready to go. Here it is. 1, 2, ready, go. Back it again, and right, left, right, right, left, right, left. I slow it down. Right, left. So I'm doing E, F, B with my right hand and one note D with my left hand. So. Now, I know I'm thinking of hands just playing the same notes over, but you can change up the notes. So I could go like left, right, left, left. Instead of playing the same notes, I could play 2 different notes. So. And so you can see me get faster and faster. So let's see if I can do this a little faster. So let's see what happens. So let's see. Here we go. Here we go. Going back it again. Woo! Woo! All right. Woo! That was the that was a workout. And I'm sorry, you know, I click with my mouth while I play often, especially when it's something up tempo. And I've had students ask me, "Where's that metronome coming from?" But it's it's my mouth. All right. So let me give you one more rhythm, percussive rudiment that I grew up using that I think would be helpful for you. All right, and so here's a graphic on the screen, and this is called Paradiddle Diddle. So if you break that word down, so this is para meaning single, and then diddle meaning the same. So para, right, left, diddle, 2 rights, and then diddle again, 2 lefts. So paradiddle diddle, paradiddle diddle. Got it? All right. So right, I'll do it again. Right, left, right, right, left, left. Or if I start with my left hand, left, right, left, left, right, right. Do you see that? So right, left, right, right, left, left. Okay. So let's do a different key. Let's do C minor. Let's do that. C minor. Let's see, and let's do a nice little C minor groove. Here it is. Here, so paradiddle diddle and. So right, left, right, right, left, left, right, left, right, right, left, left. Now I'm not starting on the downbeat. I'm actually starting on the upbeat with the rhythm, but the rhythm is still the same. Right, left, right, right, left, left, right, left, right, right, left, left. So. Sorry. Excuse me. So, did you catch that? So right, left, right, right, left, left, right, left, right, right, left, left. So I'm actually playing this. It's just an all fourths chord, and now I'm noticing as I play it that I generally like to swing stuff, but you can play it straight too. All right. Now, one thing, this rhythm lends itself very well because it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's 6 beats. So something in 3, like an old James Brown groove. Right? So something like that will lend itself really well to this type of rhythm. Now let me mix a couple rhythms. Let me mix the paradiddle diddle with just the paradiddle. Alright, here we go. So here he is, and paradiddle. So I'll do it slowly. That's that paradiddle diddle, and then paradiddle, paradiddle. Woo. It's hard to get down there and get right back up. Okay. So those are the 4 that I want to share with you. Single stroke row is the right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left. Double stroke row, which is 2 on each. Let's see. The single paradiddle, which is right, left, right, right, left, right, left, left. And then the single paradiddle diddle, which is right, left, right, right, left, left. Okay? So I think I'm going to close the teaching portion, and I'm going to open up the question portion. So does anybody have any questions for me? Let's see. Let me go through. I see a lot of questions here. Let me see. R. Abelodi Evans. No, I'm not using Pro Presenter. Let's see. Any questions? So say Steve says, so you need to swing them. You don't have to swing them. I just kind of, that's where I live, and it's so I kind of how I interpret everything. Yeah, it's kind of how I interpret that. Let's see. Keith says transitions are killing. Thanks, Keith. Appreciate that. Lawrence says, what progression were you playing when you first did the Paradiddle in G? No, I did the Paradiddle in D. That was this. Right. So yeah. So I'm playing. It's kind of like bluesy D. So also you can do double the double stroke roll right here. So. So you see, I'm doing double like that. So Freshams asks, was that double stroke roll in triplets? Yeah, you could think of it in triplets. Yeah, exactly. Can you give more examples of the double stroke roll? Yeah, I just did one, Steve. So. Hands. So right, left, right, left. I notice my left. I'm not playing the same note. I'm. All right. All right. What are the questions, y'all? Let's see. Chris says your beatbox is swinging. Thanks. All right. Let's see. So Moses asked, what if we could use the 6-stroke roll? Will it be too fast? You mean the Paradiddle Diddle? Tell me some more, Moses, about your question. All right, Cephas asks, would you consider some of those notes ghost notes? Yeah, that's exactly one of the things when you play snare drum. Now you play some notes louder, but the other notes you just barely tap. So they're there, but they're not there. So you're hearing like pat, pat, pat. So you're not hearing the other little beats underneath. So let's go for that first example I did. So you're hearing the ba 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 the other beats. You're not really hearing them, but they're there. They add to like the feel of it, but they're not really audible. Like you know what's happening. And so a lot of music is like that. You feel it, but you don't hear it always. Let's see. Fresham says this reminds me of some Professor Longhair turnarounds. I've never heard of Professor Longhair. I haven't heard Heard of Professor Longhair. All right. Okay. Let's see. Any other questions? All right. Mm. Let's see. All right, so Chris says, "Do you have any exercises for continuous eighth note lines and rhythms within those?" Do I have any exercises for continual eighth note lines? Like, tell me more, Chris. Tell me what you mean. I think I might understand what you're saying, but I want to make sure I understand for sure before I answer it. So tell me some more. When you say continual eighth note lines and rhythms within those, what are those? So you mean, how do I keep, like, solo lines? Are you talking about? How do I eighth note solo lines while I'm doing this? Uh, so if I'm doing this, if I break out into a run, I kind of, to be honest, I kind of stop doing the stuff. To I might do it with just one hand, but it'll be downbeats I'm playing, and I do my line, and then I come back to playing the rhythm. So say for instance, I want to do this line. Say if that's what I want to do. So. So you see, my left hand, I kept this, but my right hand, I stopped giving it to you. So, okay. So how do you practice this? First thing I would say is practice the groove itself. Get the groove down so that feels good. So, all right. And then I would, once I get that groove feeling good, I would then try to do one little phrase. So like a here it is. And then come right back to the groove. And then try to add longer lines, but I would also recommend doing it slowly as well. Yeah. So hopefully I answered your question. Lauren says, what scales do you use to play over those chords? I'm thinking a lot of things, Lawrence. And I'm not really thinking scales. Yeah, I'm just thinking melody. So play melody. Noriko says, I know it's a groove thing, but is there an effective practice method for that? Yeah, do it slow. Do it slowly. Now, if you have like a DAW or a drum machine, there's something called groove, like an MPC. There's something called groove, um, and so you can go from straight eighth notes, right? Or you can go to swung eighth notes, and so you can change the swing. So, and so I would practice with all the different variations of swing, from straight to hard swung, and see if I can't match the groove and just make it feel good. So, and the way to test that is just record yourself and then listen back while the groove is happening and saying, does this sound good? Does it feel good? Or does it feel good when you're playing it in the moment? Like, I know when it feels good for me. Like, I feel like it probably feels good for you too. Like when the groove is like, uh, uh. Woo. See, it started feeling good right there. Ooh. I just want to try that. Ooh, yeah. So once it starts feeling good to me, then I'm assuming it's like. But if I'm playing it, I'm like, this is terrible. Then rhythmically, it probably doesn't. The groove probably doesn't feel good. Evan says, what key am I in? I'm in B flat. So I know there's no A flat in there, but it's a little substitution. Then to E flat. Or a little bluesy deal. Okay. Thomas says, I watch other tutorials on rhythmic soloing, and they involve a lot of hand grips. It doesn't really appear that you do that. Where do you select your notes? From where do you select your notes? Yeah, so I've seen some of those tutorials where people say, you just put your hand in this position and then play those notes, or put your hand in this position, and they call it hand grip 1, hand grip 2. That's a teaching tool. The same way I teach hundreds of seniors a week. 50. When I say seniors, I mean those who are 55 and older. And I go to a couple senior centers and teach their students there. And so one of my teaching tools is the C position. And so C position is, your right hand on middle C and your left hand on the C below middle C, like this, right? And so that's a teaching tool for you to become familiar with the piano that I use, the C position. But when it's time to play, and I tell my students this, but if you were to look at any sheet of music, it pantomime for me how the pianist plays. And they play like this, right? It's like this. They're all over the place. So it's not about being in a specific spot. But it is a great teaching tool. So the whole hand grip stuff, that is a teaching tool. That you can use to help understand the notes. But I was never taught that, and I won't ever teach that, because instead of teaching you hand positions and finger grips, I just teach you if there's a particular scale to choose from, then I teach you the scale, and then you can play the scale or choose notes from the scale. So, good question. Lawrence says, could you just explain how you solo over it? Lawrence, that would be a whole nother video. So, maybe I'll do another video on that. But I have a whole course on improvisation where we cover all of this stuff and quite a bit more. So if you're interested, definitely check that out on my website, skilledmusician.com. Okay. Cephas says, so it sounds like these ideas would be great in funk, blues, church. Any other style of music? Sure. I mean, these ideas are to all styles of music. You know, the doubling up, like ba 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 ba. There's classical music that does that, you know, or like a single stroke, the right left right left right left right. Let me see. Let me give you an example. Let me see. Uh, all right, mine. Oh, I think I hit I hit the button on my keyboard. Let me try that again. So that's single stroke, right left right left. So that's classical. Like these ideas are for really every style of music. It's just how you implement them. Um, so the key is working it out. So let me encourage you. Um, each week, you know, I present ideas to you all, and and I know you go on YouTube and you check out some of the other guys' channels, and so there's a lot of information out there, and so um, one of the things that is your responsibility is to take the information and work it so that it does sound good. So oftentimes I'll present a principle, a concept, and then students will take the concept and try it like in most simple form. Like they might go, "Oh, Corey, I tried the single stroke roll. It doesn't sound good, so it doesn't work." And it's like, wait a minute, let me hear you play it. And they go, that doesn't sound good. It doesn't work. And it's like, no, it's not the concept. It's how you're interpreting it. So let's work on your interpretation and then make it work. So yeah, it's all about interpretation. Um, yeah. So Pop-Ups asks, what are good exercises to practice the swing feel? Sometimes it doesn't come that natural. Um, I definitely hear that. Uh, there are a couple of things I would do. One is you gotta surround your ear, like you gotta listen to it. Um, for sure, you gotta listen to that music that has the swing feel and kind of get it ingrained here. It's difficult trying to approach the swing feel from like an academic point of view, or like okay, the swing. So it's like it's like the first note of a triplet and then the third note of a triplet, bat 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 bat, you know, because it's not always that either. And so you want to listen to the music. So I would encourage you. So I think the biggest thing is listen to the record. Or let's listen to some records where there's swing being played, and then try to copy like a simple phrase or something like that, and practice something simple. It could be just a couple of chords that the pianist plays, and try to see if you can mimic that to the record to kind of develop that swing feel. Yeah, you got to surround your ear with it. All right, Rob, I'll see you. All right, so Enrico says, you mentioned that this kind of rhythm is often used in devotion time. Does this rhythm related to certain choirs or dance? Nah, it's I've seen this rhythm, these types of rhythms, in every kind of music. Um, for sure. All right. All right, y'all. So I think we're going to end it right here. I have some announcements that I'm sending out, uh, and I was gonna share them out today with you all, but I realized I hadn't sent them out to my community first. So I make sure the community has first dibs at that. So make sure you're a part of our community. So all you have to do is in the description box below the video, there's a link to join our community. and so that way you get all our emails and updates, and you stay up to date on everything that's happening because we have some big things happening that I've been teasing for the past couple weeks, and so some stuff is really it's going to come out really really soon. I'm excited to share it with you. Um, um, see, Thomas just gave in the super chat. Thank you, Thomas. He says, "Gotta run, bro. Stay healthy and God bless." Thank you, Thomas. I really appreciate you. Um, really appreciate you. Um, so we have some important announcements coming. So make sure you're part of our community because I'm going to be emailing those out between today. I'm sorry, between Thursday and Friday, and giving you kind of inside peek at what's happening, and so you can kind of get a head start on everybody else. All right, that's my little tease. All right, so listen, thank you all so much for being part of our live stream tonight. I hope this is something that maybe you haven't thought about or heard about, but you're able to apply these concepts to your playing. So tag me in a video. Send me a video of you trying to apply these concepts. I'd love to take a listen to what you're doing and how you approach it. All right. So I'm still. I answer maybe a couple of last questions before we sign off. Chris says, "Do you ever work on gospel drummer type triplet 16th lines?" Yes, for sure. Austin says, "Do you think music came before talking?" No, unless you consider music talking or the sounds. I guess sounds, all sound is. I guess you could interpret it as music. Yes, Boston, I will be showing. Rico says, "Thanks, Corey." Shannon says, "Thanks, bro." Fresham says, "I found this very approachable as a beginner on piano with a background in drums." Okay, cool. I have a hard time keeping up on the piano, but learning a ton of great concepts from your videos. Thank you. All right, thank you, Freshams. Lawrence, thank you. Steve says, "Thanks so much, man, for taking time to describe. These match class are awesome." I thought you were going to do beats on the piano at first. Yeah, I initially had the title "Playing Drums on Piano," but then I realized people think I'm playing drums, like the drum sound. So I changed the title to make it a little more understandable. But yeah, even it still might get mistaken. Let's see, Daquan said he came just for the title. All right, cool deal. All right, well, thank you all again, and I will see you all next week. So until then, listen, be wise, be safe, be blessed, and happy practicing.